Let's see. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone can hear me pretty decently today. I apologize if you do hear some form of fanning going on in the background. I'm in a extremely cold room. I live quite high up the northern American continent, so it's a little frosty in here. My heaters don't work in my house, so unfortunately, this is the option we're gonna have to live with for right now. So again, I apologize for the inconvenience. If it is too much, I will honestly turn it off because it's not that cold. It's just a comfort thing. But anyway, let's get into it. Today, as you may have seen through the thumbnail, title, whatever, we are working on a university island here. I have been building up San Lobos quite nicely, as we did in the last video. I kind of turned more into a San Lobos lore video than it was a actual building video, which it's okay, it's fine. Sometimes you need some things like that. It's nice because normally before I was doing no commentary because I didn't know if anyone really wanted to hear me ramble while I made it. But either way, I explained a bit of the history of the town. If you'd like to go check that video out, it is available on the channel. I make all the lives available. I am building San Lobos live for the most part. So I always make my lives publishable. So if you ever want to catch up or just see how we got to this lovely setup, feel free to go back and check on the old videos. I'm actually even working on making sure they're in a playlist, so it's nice and convenient and appealing for everyone to watch, of course. So anyway, right now, today's stream is not focused on the main city. Today's stream is focused on right here. Right here. I want to build a university island. I've watched a few people talking about their setups, seen a few YouTubers kind of set up a campus kind of type thing. I've even seen someone, I can't think of the name right now, but he built up the university and then he used elementary schools as the extra buildings. Anyone who's been to college knows, very rarely are they set up like this, where it's just a single building houses everything. There's usually a campus. They got multiple buildings. It's okay, man. Sorry about that. That's one of my dogs. But yeah, usually it's a little bit of a sprawl. It's got a little bit of a area. It usually takes up a pretty good size area. So they use the elementary schools to fill that in. And I believe they added them, but just deactivated them. So they don't service anything, and they're just purely there for aesthetic. I mean, personally, I feel like the high school would also be a great use of that as well, now that I look at it. So I haven't looked at really anything of the school university stuff in too much detail. I just know that eventually we do have to use this bad boy. It does have to become a thing at some point. And funny enough, it is a lot smaller than I figured it was going to be. You would think university is a big building, but it's really kind of more the grounds and the other stuff more so than anything else. I think I said in the last stream I was thinking about maybe putting it at the end of the island here, or maybe take out this road that I placed in here. If I can do it. I was thinking about maybe putting it here as an option, but I do know it has upgrades, and that was the only factor for me. So I was thinking maybe I might have to scooch it farther down the road, and then kind of work on this a bit more. Or, the other option was the more obvious, plapping it right down in the middle. Just right in the middle of the island, practically, letting it dominate everything. But, I'm still, honestly, I am still a little up in the fence on it. What do I think looks better? Yeah. Do we want to have, you know, do you want to have the view of infinite water with the university, or do we kind of want to have maybe the mountains in the back? That is kind of a nice little backdrop. Like, you'd be down here and you'd see the school. Oh, I mean, I guess it is quite big when you're like right up in front of it. It would be a very big place. But, you know, imagine here. You see the school, like, at the end of the road here. And then I guess you would get, like, turn off this. Yeah, I guess you would get, like, you get the mountains in the background. You get a little bit of San Lobos in the back. I kind of like that, actually. I do kind of like that. Because, like, right here is really nice. Don't get me wrong. You know, you get to see the edge of the map and everything. And again, you know, as if we were, you know, oh my goodness. You know, let's do it as if we were, you know, ground level. It was already placed in there. You know, probably not in front of a tree. But, you know, kind of like looking at the school. Like, say the school's about that far away from you. I mean, you don't really get the view of the water. Like, really, the water view is kind of just like, the water's kind of for me. But I realize now there's actually a lot more of these little islands than I think. It's not just open ocean like it is there. So I think I talked myself into it. I think we are going to go this area. So we're going to do the far west part of the island, all university, which means, unfortunately, I have to delete all of this. So honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and back that up to about there. I'm going to pause right now just because I am also experiencing the weird parking thing going on in the city right now, where like I didn't put any parking lots down, and thinking that, like, you know, people are gonna park in their like driveways and like whatever, and so the city streets just get filled, and I mean absolutely filled with cars parking up and down the road. Like here, this is pretty modern actually for normal. You know, a lot of times I've been looking and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I've added more stuff, more of the grass and trees in the middle just to kind of break that up, because I feel like most streets don't have, you know, most places aren't New York City where, you know, you have blocks upon blocks upon blocks of like cars parked along the road. And personally, I'm just not a fan. So, but anyway, let's get to work. Step one is to place the school itself. So I really did love that view, I'm not gonna lie. And I love the idea of like it being at the end of the road, you know. So I'm gonna get kind of a nice flat plate. We can always change the road. We're not married to the spot of the road. But I kind of want to give it, back, since we aren't married to it, let's just go ahead and get rid of it. So yes, so I'm not married to anything particular yet until the school goes down, and then we commit. Then we have to commit. I mean, yeah, you can always bulldoze it and move it, but like real life, you wouldn't do that. And even though I'm not building the most realistic city in the world, I still kind of want to have, you know, if I'm not going to build a cartoonish city, then we're not going to build one. Like here's really bumpy, so I think I'm going to soften it actually. Like instead of just straight up leveling it, I wonder if I can just kind of soften it a little bit. So I kind of get rid of some of the little like ridge bump over here, maybe. So it's not so pronounced. So let's go ahead and do that. Yes. And of course, I don't want to just bulldoze the trees out of the way, because while that would give me open area, oh yeah, it looks much better. I want it to be right. Thinking about facilities, it's probably gonna have right there. University. Alright. Like, I want to keep the older foresty trees if I can. Like, if I don't have to get rid of them, I don't want to. Just because it does take so long for trees to grow to this height in the game. So, yeah. And then I guess we can unpause. We don't need to go fast forwarding, of course, into the future. But I'll unpause for right now, and let's kind of just see what I got to work with here. Let's get a parking lot up to the side. Looks like we got some parking in the back, possibly for faculty. I know you guys are gonna be complaining here. Let me just wait. Okay, just wait. All right. You're deactivated. You're not a school yet. We have not built your campus. All right. So far as road, we got our main road here. I'm thinking. Use the medium road here. I'm thinking what we could do is kind of bring it here, right? Straight. Now we can kind of curve to what feels like the front of the school, right? And then I kind of want to let it split off after that. We'll leave this one for the contour, and then we're just going to completely get rid of that. Let's put one little guiding road there. Oh, sorry. I'm still on curve. So let's put one little guiding road there, just to kind of give me something to snap to for the road. Turn on contour. Just gonna bring that bad boy straight out this way. And let's kind of continue this curve. Let's kind of curve it this way. Curve it back right in there. How's that look? A little rough. A little rough. Okay. Not great. So what if we come from here? Let's try that this time. We'll go 180. Oh, where'd you go? It really does not want to give me that line. It really does not. Here, turn off some of these. There we go. There we go. Finally. It was fighting me. You saw that. It was definitely fighting me on that one. So I'm going to put a little something. Just a little something right here. Make sure it's at a 90. So, nice little something there. Because I actually don't want it to be just a simple straight line. Look, I'm not going to lie. I really like, if you look in the city, anyway, make sure I don't actually bulldoze something. If you look in the city, I like, having a little bit of like, hey, you can peel off here, drop your kid off, get back on. Either you turn around and go to work over there, go back home or something at a San Lobos Elementary. And then way up here at the top of the hill for the school, for the high school, top of the hill, roundabout. We got parking, so you can kind of drive in here and drive into your parking if needed. I don't think I honestly need this third parking lot. I'm gonna leave it just because I like to imagine that, during school, maybe there's not a lot of parking, but during games and stuff, this will fill up because more of the town might drive up this way, or, the inevitable away team drives up this way. And so more parking will be needed. So that's maybe that's kind of the parking. So we'll leave it. But anyway, I had the same thing here with a one-way ending off Lobos Avenue, where you kind of just one way here, and you can, drop people off at any point along the front of the school. And then you can always just loop back around, say you're dropping your friends off, like your friend wants to get off first, and then you can loop back around, come park, something like that. In fact, some people are kind of doing it right now. They're kind of following the loop. Probably because it's the beginning of school. Yeah, that would make sense. But anyway, I obviously like that, so I kind of want to keep that going. But I want to do something a little different with the road at this point. So I'm thinking just a narrow little road. Without anything crazy. But I'm thinking of some kind of like around here, so I can kind of like, you can kind of like come up and then go around some feature in the middle. Like in the first game, you had the big rock features or the large trees and whatnot. So I think maybe I'll do some landscaping there. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of here. Let's turn off these here snaps. And kind of just bring this forward a bit. And then, oh, now everybody wants connections. Yes, of course, it always happens. Let's see. Just a simple, I'm not looking for anything super crazy, just a simple circle. So I'm not quite sure what I want to look at. Probably the yards here. So try to get 60. And then as far as angle, 90. Let's try that again. So let's see how that plays out. I feel like 60 and 90. If I focus on both of those, it should give me some kind of a cert. Oh, and it's really not. No. I don't think this is gonna come out how I think it's going to come out. Probably because I'm not going 60. I can see. Okay, I can see. Because I don't want to just put a roundabout. I want to put like a circular road. I remember seeing it in like as a kid in like cartoons, too, like the big fancy. Oh, you know what I could do? Big fancy like house gets the big huge road out front, kind of thing. I'm just gonna build this. I just had a thought actually. What if I do one of these, right? Okay, just temporarily. Put in a large roundabout. And then what if then I come in with the small road, curve tool. Then I kind of curve it from there. That might work. 50 yards to... Oh, it's really snapping. Let's just turn everything off. 50 yards. Make sure we're at 90. It's 50. It's a pretty nice curve. Decent. Let's see if I can see if it plays out better. 50, 90, and again, we'll do 90, right at 50, bam. So, it's kind of shaping. It's kind of shaping. I don't know if maybe I should just kind of eyeball it off of visuals, because being exact with it isn't quite giving me the result that I want. It's kind of wonky. Yeah. I got completely different results both times. So what if I just kind of eyeball it? We just kind of wing it. Circles are hard, let's be honest here. But I am willing to try. Like maybe this far out? Here? I don't know. Ooh, it does not like doing that. Okay, hold on. There's a way to do this. I know there's a way. There's gotta be. Okay, full top down. We're going full top down. Alright. So let's get a snap the 90s. Straight on with the school. So make sure I'm parallel as well. Okay, so straight road, right? Let's try to do it like the old Cities one way. So just, make a cross and then just curve it from there. Turn everything on, turn those off. I don't think I need that one. I think that one might help. I'm gonna go to the end of here and just bend it. Actually, oh, game. That was a little bad. Let's try this. 65. Let's not do existing geometry. Okay. And bring it to 65, 90. Back up. Oh, so precise. I am not used to doing things this precise. See, it's weird. Why does it do that? Is it my, it must be my starting point from where I start with the object, right? It's gotta be. So let's see. We're at 90. This is 65. 3. 67. Let's just try and turning everything off again here. Keep that 90. Get that. Lovely 65. Okay, okay, that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. That looks like half a circle. Okay. Okay. So that's 65. Let's make sure we're at a 90. Okay. Come around here. This might actually work this time for once. 90. And then let's just push it to 65. Curve. Okay, okay. We are 3/4 of the way there, guys. We are 3/4 of the way there. We almost have a circle. The hardest part of the build, and it's the first thing I'm building. Because of course it is. Okay. Pinch it down. Okay, 65. Angles right. And the last one is where we lose it. Okay, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's just this last one's a little wonky, so that should be an easy fix. So maybe we're at 65 to start with. 65 to 90. 65 to 90. There we go. After much pain and turmoil, we successfully made a circle. All that for a small circle. Yes, that is what we do here. So I would like to maybe not keep this as a 4-lane road. I feel like at some point we should switch this into a smaller road. So take off the zone cell snapping, and I think we'll just kind of do, let's try this. I mean, if I gotta remake this road, it's not a big deal. Honestly, it won't be a big deal if I gotta remake that road. The turning in road is nothing bearing on my simple curve. Yeah, it's fine. We can always just redo that part. Just a simple little connection right back in there. Just gonna curve it right to the front of the school. Right? Maybe. Uh-oh. Finicking, I'm sorry. I'm just getting really finicky with it now. I just want it to look good, that's all. I just want it to look good for the plan that I have. We're just going to completely turn off all snaps. And I just kind of want to make it nice. Bring it all the way in there. Okay. All right. So, and to make this make sense to cut down, I think I should probably give it a junction, I'm gonna guess. I guess a junction would be a great way to make sense as to why, randomly goes down from this many lanes to this many lanes. So I'll put something like that in for right now, and I will worry about it later. Give you one of those just to make it interesting. Alright. So instead of just putting in a roundabout, I wanted to put in something fun and fancy. This is what I get. And then I want to see what it looks like with a 3-lane one way kind of going around. So I'm going to push it out as far as I can. So that when I place it, kind of increases the size of the circle. Nice. So, uh-oh. Sorry. Going the wrong way there. Okay. So, one-way, 3-lane roundabout, completely unnecessary. No reason you would need 3 lanes to drive into the school. But that's what I wanted. Ergo, what we get. Upgrade those to a 2-lane road and a... Oh, what are you not happy about? What are you not happy with? You're not happy with something, so we'll just get rid of you. Yes, I know. I know. So, just bring you over here. Very simple. Just kind of just slightly beyond it. Okay. Kind of similar there. All right. So we got something basic, right? But what are we doing here? So for here, what are the upgrades? Got a library, an extension wing, which click on this. This just goes on campus. Oh, interesting. Kind of sad it gets rid of the fountain. Like, it gets rid of the nicer side of the school. I mean, I guess, but still. All right. What does it do? It houses even more classroom lectures halls. 500 capacity. Okay. And a park grants nearby citizens both well-being as well as a health increase. So it works like a normal park. Oh, okay. So it's got this nice fancy little design. Okay, so I have some fun ideas that I want to do here. Looks like the biggest amount of area that goes in the footprint. That looks like it is about, I'd say 12. What? This bad boy looks like it is closer to 18. So that looks like that is a good size. That is the kind of the corner hugging that we'll do. Interesting. So I kind of want to almost put it. See, I don't want to kill the terrain too much, you know, because it's an island. Obviously, it's coming up out the water, and I don't feel right putting a park here, on this side. So I think this side will be kind of, I don't want to say protected. That feels like the wrong word, but like, specifically, I don't know the word, but I'm gonna keep it like this. Okay. And we'll put that down there. Fun look. You know, it fits. It's the university park. It does feel like an asset for the school. You know, it's just it's somebody put something down and that's what we got. Let's see. But does this bring up the terrain? Or does this fall off the edge? See, this feels too far. This almost feels a little natural with that lining up of, are those bushes as well? Yes. They're so close. They're so. And of course, you can't turn off snap. If you could move it just that little bit, those hedges would light up perfectly, and it'd be amazing. It would be amazing. You know. Also, funny enough, this looks like the front of the library, not the back. Maybe that's just me. Does it match up over here? No, I don't think it will. It just barely does it. That's so sad. But seeing that the wing, where the wing goes, the extension wing, kind of feel like it makes sense to maybe put it out right here. Yeah, let's put it out there. I know. Everyone says don't just blindly go ahead and already start with upgrading stuff. right away. But I just feel like, can I put another on? Oh, of course. So it's like the college. Oh man, that would look good. That would look real good if you could do that. Just double up the library. That would look good. That would look really good. But yeah. So you only get the one extension wing, kind of like the other schools. So that makes sense. And then I don't know. Maybe at some point you add another bit here, I guess. But it feels almost a little silly, honestly. It almost feels like it doesn't belong there. Just because of this parking lot in the back. But it's fine. It's fine. For right now, it is totally chill. Oh yes, of course, because there's no provisions. So we're gonna have to give them water, sewage, and electricity. Of course, they want all of those things. City owned. Would we go this way? Yeah, this way. I suppose if we just go from the school, since it's the main thing, I feel like I should connect from the school. So this is the closest part. Looks like here. So just gonna go down, give me both them pipes. Let's just do a major work project. Definitely no one would ever do. Okay. Then as far as what else are you missing? Power. Okay, you guys need power. That one, I'm actually just gonna do this lovely simple fix. Go over here and we're just gonna add lights to the highway. So lights to that highway. Add it all the way to that part of the highway, right? Do info. Hopefully it'll let me do this as I built. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So we're gonna light up all of these lovely bits of highway. Are you now gonna not let me? Okay, so now you're not gonna let me drag. I see. That is quite a drag. I won't even lie. But it's not the end of the universe. Just the end of my patience. I'm kidding. I'm a very patient person. For the most part, usually. I joke about being impatient, but honestly, I'm probably more patient than any normal person should be. To be fair. Also, I heard recently that adding lights to the highways apparently makes them safer, too. So I'm guessing that means it makes it less likely to have car accidents on the highway. So honestly, considering some parts of my highway has been just complete wreckfest, and it completely bottlenecks the traffic, which is weird because I've completely cut off traffic. I've done some very interesting things with my highways connections. So I've decided to completely break off my traffic. Obviously, I do not know anything about highways or traffic or city planning or building. I just like playing city planning games. So nothing wrong with that, obviously. But I saw that there is a problem with how this map starts. It's about there, and then you come into the map here and you build the city. But I was noticing no matter what I was doing with the configuration, whether it was down this way originally or up here or over here, it was just so bottlenecky. It was just filling up and traffic was killing me and I hated it. So because it was getting on my last nerve, I decided that, you know what? Like, I'm going to simply just split up traffic. Now, again, I don't know if that's like a smart idea, if I'm like, figuring that out on my own and I'm just a genius, or, it's a very obvious thing and I'm just a goofball who can't figure these very simple things out on his own. I guess let's make sure we have enough electricity passing through. I do not see any passing, but I think it's because there's nothing built here. If I remember correctly. Yes. Yeah, because it's passing around here just fine. Eventually. Which way is it going? So it's going here and it's like stopping and then it's That's weird. I'm gonna assume that's just purely visual. But anyway. So get out of the road view. Let me go ahead and turn school on. Let's give it a name. What university should this be? Should we go a U of or should we be of U? I'm thinking a U of. But I don't want to do anything simple like the University of San Lobos. Like, that's easy. Or San Lobos University. And I think that's because I have a university at the college, if I remember correctly. What did I name this college? I think it was Coastal City College. So yeah, I gave the college its own little name. Oh, you know what? I got a perfect name. It's right here in the trees. Funny enough, I will say this was the name of my middle school. And it kind of fits in with the theming of, the Spanish name. Spanish California city naming. Bam. Los Arbolos University. Arbolos. I don't know why we always said Arbolos in kids. It's obviously Los Arbolos. But whatever. Los Arbolos. Los Arbolos University. It is simply naming it the Trees. It is the Trees University. It's a university right next to a forest. So yeah. Now, of course, I think I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet. Which is, where is it? I think it's over here. Pedestrian street. I'm going to add in a pedestrian street. Because I think, actually, I don't need these for the most part. It is refusing to let me bulldoze that. That is strange. That was weird. Anyway, let's see if it'll let me just do purely a pedestrian street. Nope, because that does not solve the water problem, so we are still going to want to have a a normal, regular road, at least somewhat attached to the front of this school. Okay. So good to know, you know. I mean, hey, you never know. It was worth a shot. It's called a street, after all. It's over there. What do you mean? What do you complain? How do you not have sewage and what? Oh, did I think I was underground mode for a second there. Huh? Uh-oh. 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 It's getting... Something not good's happening. We're all screwed up. Okay. So let's just connect it farther back. How about that? I can be allowed to bulldoze this road. I don't know. Just no matter how I do it, it's never happy. Never happy. Never happy that I bulldozed the road. I'm sorry. Sorry that you hate me. Make connections in a wonky way. It's fine. It's fine. It's literally something you will never see. So anyway, back to the school. Back to the school. Okay. Let's give it a little pedestrian style area. Kinda. Yeah. Okay. Let's go there. Go there. Right. Then let's see about going along here, all the way to the back. Paper, I have a little one. I think we can do one like right here, to there. Kind of go around the library, and then I'm gonna put a little alley road here, just for my own personal sake, of saying like, okay, how do you get to the parking lot back there? Like, obviously, New University is not like a New University has a old parking lot that no one uses. That would not be happening. Nice little curve going on here. Right to the middle, back to straight. There we go. Got a little fun little parky area or something. I don't know. Get above ground. Pull the bulldozer back out. Use our little alley road. About there, and that to just curve right into there. Oh yeah. Okay. So there's a way into the back parking lot that kind of makes sense. Pull that up to there, probably. We'll pull that up to there. Okay, so that makes sense. Maybe it's a. All the people that go around this way are staff and everything. In fact, I'm actually just gonna go back to what it was originally and just make all of it that alley road, so it's nice and cozy. Okay. Hey, we have our first visitor. Hello. Who are you? Let's find out. Brooke Ridley. Brooke Ridley. The first person to come to school. Oh, okay. I see. So we just made all of my little bypass completely pointless. That's fine. Honestly, it's fine. I won't even pretend to be upset about it because it will be pathway now. You can just use it as a fun little pathway. Something for people to kind of meander off into. Okay, let's get our overhead view. And then let's just kind of turn on some contours, turn off certain snaps. Okay, so let's bring it straight. Probably just a little bit more. Then let's curve it up. straight. We have all this nice zoning. So what I kind of want to do is put some like commercial stuff down there. Right? To kind of take advantage of, there being students here or whatnot. Because again, that would make sense, that would make sense. That obviously businesses would want to cater to the student body that is here, as whatever little money they make will help them support. I don't know if it wants to let me add that. Oh, I see. I think it already did. That's fine. Oof. A little bit of terrain wonkiness. It's fine. We will simply just do this instead. Oh, sorry. Wrong. I want path. Valid shape? What are you talking about? How's that invalid? Curve, straight into there. Okay, there we go. Nice and fixed. So, to have pathway up there, one over there. Then we'll kind of just frame these businesses with walking paths. Oh, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to get rid of any of them. I just kind of want to, I just want to give them a nice little, something cozy. No, it's not that one. So that kind of lets me do a little bit more of what I want to do. That'll be fine. And it lines up with that one now. Do a little of that. And a little of this. Bam. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a little bit of a void going on there. I'm not quite sure. Apparently doing that fixes it. Let's see if it'll let me relay that path down in there. Nope. Well, we won't. I will just pretend it's not there. How about that? So I like the idea of like shops and stuff around here. So we're definitely going to enjoy that. Let's see. So one of the things I want to add in is a sports stadium, because the college felt a little not necessary to have a sports stadium outside there. It felt a little much. I won't lie, because it feels like a small college, kind of thing. So it feels like it wouldn't have something like that out there. Let's see, these kind of things. Normally you're going to be in the back. I see. It does not like my placement here. Can I bring you in closer? Let's see. Can I bring you in closer? Come here. Flip around for me. No, it will not. It simply will not. What if I just get rid of you? Yeah, sure. Let's just do that. Let's just get rid of you. Oh, it needs a road connection. Of course. So, pedestrian road does count. So let's just do pedestrian road. Ooh, that did. Hold on. That was a little rough. Okay, let's try this again. there. Nope, that's not enough. That was not far enough. Alright, so let's get you a little bit beyond. Let's go about there. And after that, you just kind of go angry with me, don't you? You're suddenly just very unhappy with where I want you to go. What I'm seeing is that little nub. Also just not happy existing. Just place that down there. Maybe we can delete this little fun thing that we did. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. Game does not want to give that up. So, there we go. Always a way to work with it. Always a way to fix the problem. There's always a fix. What if I put all of my snapping on? So I get that nice and evenly lined up in there. Here. That lined up to there and to there. Interesting. Didn't think it would do that. That's actually pretty interesting. So, let's see here. Okay. And I like that it gives zoning, because what I want to do is offer some, not only just some shops and whatnot, I also want to have some student housing like on campus. So good thing I got some medium density demand, because that's kind of the idea I was going with. I kind of want to have, you know, student housing, but since it's practically on campus, you don't need a car, you know, obviously you would just need to walk. So you just gotta walk to class. School. I think I'm gonna actually get rid of this area right here, these little paths, and put the pedestrian road lined up nicely there. Okay. Just gonna have to get rid of all of those. That one's a little crooked, so we'll try that again. Square, and think about here. Let's go here, there. All right, let's take some pathway and see if we can, you know, influence very gently, of course, very gently. Just kind of massage people into the zoning that we want them to go into, you know? Nothing too demanding, just kind of a nice little nudge. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice. We'll just kind of bring you. I'm sure we can turn all this back on. Cut that off. And yeah, okay. We got a little something going on here. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. So like I said, I want to put in some housing around here, because I like the idea of this being a college town, but also, you know, some, just in general, somewhere for, you know, broke college students who don't know where to go. So we'll just put them on the edge right here. Smaller lot, maybe another smaller, slightly bigger one. Does that one make a lot? It sure does. That make a lot. It does. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Because I do want to have some variability in this. But also, like, you know, like something maybe the school would have funded. You know, I mean, universities, they're usually pretty boring or tight. However, you kind of look at it from perspective. With the money, they usually want more. They usually want more money than they're willing to give out. So maybe leave these on that. Bulldoze added into place. Actually, maybe we zone this. Bulldoze both of those. Oh no, that's not what we want. So let's dezone that. Get rid of that. There we go. That's what we want. Don't want any big lots. Okay, these aren't no rich kids, alright. They aren't out here, you know, paying for the tuition out of pocket. But yeah, and then I don't think we'd really have any mixed housing, but maybe some small commercial shops, you know, around the area. Maybe we have like a ban on like the frontage of the school, like, you know, schools like nothing that blocks the view of the school. So maybe housing's allowed here, but maybe not shops. I would say maybe over here, kind of in the trees. Set it back a little bit. Maybe we can have a few little smaller shops. Hopefully I don't get gas stations, because then I'm gonna have to bulldoze them out of the way. I don't want gas stations over here, boys. I want shops. I want small little places that could reasonably, you know, pop up here, maybe employ some of the students so they can make some money, help pay for their school. Maybe an occasional like large lot here at the end. And we'll kind of see what comes up out of this as we go. Let's see how high these are. I don't want to go too high above the school either. Like this one right here. This one's a problem. Look here, buddy. Okay. You are taking a double lot. That's not allowed. You get one lot. There you go. Okay. No double lots. Like I said, we're not. You know, you think we're made of money around here? In fact, I'm actually gonna cut these down a little bit. Both of those. Throw a random European one in there. Just kind of sneak it in there. So yeah. We're checking it out. But yeah, I like the idea, you know. Got some housing, some student housing kind of coming up back here. In fact, is low rent? Is that the same? I think it is the same color. Okay, so that actually should work for me. So I kind of want to have some of that right here. Some nice low rent housing. I kind of have to play with the size of it. I don't know what the minimum sizing some of these lots are as well. Just because usually when I get it, I kind of just auto paint it in. That's not okay. Not liking that size. What about one of these? It's not one that size. Is that the same color? No, that's different, right? Maybe. Let me see. Wonder. Different types of residential demand. Because I kind of want, you know, the low rent housing, because it makes sense, you know, for college students. But I'm thinking maybe this. It looks like it, because that's bright, that's dark. This almost looks like. Actually, it's a weird like middle ground. It is a weird like middle ground. Like it's this building without the blue at the bottom, but I'm noticing it's darker than this, but it's lighter than that one. And I think it might count as medium density, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. And actually, now that I see these kind of coming in, I wonder if maybe they're a little. Does that fit? Does that fit? It feels a little. I feel a little tall. Is that just me? I think so. I think we need to go with this size. So, sorry guys. I know I'm super finicky. I'm like the worst. I'm like the worst mayor ever. But you know, I let you build the whole building. I let you get done, and then I say, actually, no dice. I look at you and I say, actually, you know what? That's too much. I don't like what you're doing there. I want you to be smaller. There we go. I want them to feel like they fit. I don't want it to feel like it's in the middle of the city. I want it to feel like they're dorms, you know? I want it to have that feel. Dorms are kind of like pretty simple. They're not as like soulless as like a large 3-story apartment building, but you know they're close. They're usually built somewhat similar in architecture to the school if they're on campus. So I feel like these kind of fit. I feel like these are fitting kind of what I'm wanting. You know, it looks like just some cheap housing for the kids. Well, let's be honest, they're not kids, they're adults. You're in school, you're in college, but you know what I mean. So what if I let me sneak a shop there? Will you let me do that? No. Unfortunate. I really would like to have a little corner store or something there. I'll put a little. Oh, well, autosave. Caught us an autosave real quick. And then I'm just gonna paint in some more little shops. That one. And maybe along this back stretch. Is there 2x2 medium residential? Is there any of that? There's that one. But oh, there is. Okay, sweet. So we'll put that in. We'll put that in. We'll put that in. Oh wait, hold on. My fault. Let's pull those. Guys, it's like, quit messing with me. Quit messing with me, man. He's like, I'm taking a lot. I paid for it. That's fine. Alright. So, like I said, we're gonna let those fill in. Let's go into our big parks here. And I want to add in some tennis courts. I feel like that fits, you know, just some leisure. A little bit of something to do that isn't drinking, you know, maybe folks are a little more into the fun that doesn't require a lot of a day of missing class afterwards. You know, I'm not saying I ever did, because I was one of those lamos in school. Thought I was too school for cool. Actually, I'm gonna move this. See if it'll let me move this over. I want one in the corner here, but it does not want to let me. It does not want to let me put it there. Like the pedestrian road is just like What's going on here? You're right there. Okay. So let me put another one in there with the snapping on. That one's like, no. Weird. Why are y'all being so difficult today? Bam. There we go. Was that so hard? Was that so hard? Just let me have it. Okay. Outdoor gym. Let's see. feel like we can kind of. I feel like I can fit it in right there. Snap it to the road just to make sure it fits. Yeah. Yeah, you know, fraternity guys can be around here and be like, yeah, it's our gym. It's where we work out, newbie. You gotta work out every day. But anyway, whole reason I got the parks out. Because I want to add a stadium here. Because I feel like university makes sense to have stadium, not necessarily the college. Maybe one day we upgrade it. You know, maybe we say at a higher population level we can argue it. But here this is just a simple like, oh, we're just this small little school. We're not super good, but we got enough to fund the school. Maybe we're like a D3 school. Maybe even we're at worst an NAIA school, kind of thing. But I want to put it literally in the middle of the forest. Kind of want to put it. It looks like these are the home stands, so I kind of want to put the the away team in the sun. And then I wonder, is there any way to customize you? American football field. No, I don't think so. I would love it if it would let me customize the end zones and the color and all that fun stuff. Maybe future updates it'll let that happen. That'd be great. But right now we are going to call this. We'll call it Bay Island Stadium. How about that? Bay Island Stadium. There we go. Home of the Chirpers, I guess. Home of the Chirpers. And I'll just bring up that pedestrian road to here so it stops yelling at me. Electricity. It's receiving it. It's happy now. It can be functional. We'll add another large park. We'll put the soccer stadium. And you know what? We'll put it right next door. We'll put it right next door. Why not? Why not? Oh yeah. LAU Sports Complex. That feels cool. That feels good. I like that. I like kind of how that feels. Kind of how that rolls. Just put a little walking path in through here, just so say people want to cross over that way in between. This will actually carry this over to here. And I will curve this in to there. Nice straight line right to there. Actually, don't want to do that way actually. Now that I see it, because it just completely ate up 2 squares of zoning, and I feel like I only ever want to eat 1 square with that kind of stuff. So we'll do like that. I do want to use these fun bridge thingies at some point. Like maybe, span it. But it's pedestrian. It's for people, for walking. So I don't know. Maybe we have a little bay walk pathway or something we put in. I want to use them at some point though. I'm not lying. I do want to use them at some point. Just because I like how they look. I like how they vibe. Plus, I've been up to Reading and they have that sundial bridge they got up there. I kind of like how they do that. Just put it here, just to put it here. But anyway. Yeah. Maybe we like develop this island into something and oh, you know what? You know what? That's a good idea. Like, how about this? Does it which one shows me shipping lanes? It's pretty fast water actually. I don't know if I want to cross over that point. Where's the one that shows me shipping lanes? There it is. Okay, so the shipping lane actually goes completely around that. So if I do a bridge there and then maybe a bridge to there, maybe it could be some crazy project that the insane that the insane city mayor decides to do at some point. I don't know. Actually, I did hear something that these possibly. Oh, they can't be. Well, all right then. Here we go. I feel like this gives me a reason to do this now. All right, so we are going to place this lovely thing right here, right? I recently heard about that actually, that you can move the monuments that are there, that they are not a permanent fixture in the world. Like, it's not one of those things that like, oh, when you destroy it, it's gone forever. But it's also not like immovable either. Thinking something. I want to keep it interesting, yeah. Put it up on the hill. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. They're like the little heads. Like those Moai. They're like the Moai heads. Actually, do I have access to this over here yet? I do not. But I can still move it. Come here. Come here. We're moving all of our ruins around. We are taking everything away. Now see this? This feels like it has a reason to exist. Now, put it right over there. That way, booyah. You know what, we're gonna give it a name. The, call them Isle Fort Ruins. We'll call it, Robus. Sorry, L-O-B-O-S. I'll just call them the stones. They sound interesting enough. You know, Lobos Island stones. I'm gonna have to do a quick little Google real quick because I can't remember what the name of the native folks in California were. Northern California, sorry. I want to say abalone, but that also could have been Australia. No, that was Aborigine I was thinking. So I don't want to get it wrong. I guess when I say Northern California, I mean Central California. Let's see. Let's find one for the local area, shall we? Okay. Mutsun. I probably butchered that. Probably butchered that pronunciation, let's be honest. Now, of course, this isn't me saying that these people did do any of those, did create these, but obviously these are like fantastical Aborigine style Moai heads. Actually, funny enough, they have a monkey face almost. Look at this. It kind of, I don't know. This might just be me, but it kind of gives me the, speak no evil here, we see no evil kind of feeling. But instead, it's a smile, a frown, and a devious smile. This is the most devious headstone I've ever seen. It's the most devious statue. This man he's scheming. He knows something. That headstone knows something that unfortunately we do not know. I'm actually going to scooch this over just a little bit, just so it fits more perfectly. Okay. This kind of looks like 5, doesn't it? I wrote the number 5. What can I say? I am an artist. Tell you what. There we go. Just kind of a feeling though, like, they come off on the beaches, they land there a few times, and then come up here, and then maybe someone built a fortress during the mission times or something. I don't know. It was just some fun I'm having. Honestly, it's just to justify me putting in this bad boy. And I'm going to, if I remember correctly, it avoids this, right? Yes. So I do not have to worry about shipping lanes whatsoever. Amazing. I love that. I love that about us. Let's increase this. Let's start here to there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's kind of bring in the old continuous curve here. Kind of want to slowly but surely climb up into here, right? Let's kind of bring that back. Let's go straight with it into here, all the way right in there. There we go. You know what? We can bring a nice little offshoot straight ahead, kind of like it's a road. Boom, right around there. Same right here. Straight. Let's kind of straight this way. Ooh, I don't like how that looks. Just let's raise that up again, shall we? Let's go ahead and bring it up there to about. Let it keep its kind of raised status here. How does that look? Oh, it is melting. It is melting. Let's see. We're gonna bulldoze that. We're gonna take our path. Going down to 0. Bring it over here. It's a little lumpy, but it's our lumpy. It's our lumpy. It's got a nice little wall there. Alright, nice. We got a nice little connection from the university to here. And I want to maybe kind of specifically like avoid as much of this as possible, slash kind of, you know, be as respectful as we can. Start pretty. Because I imagine this would not only be a feature of the town, but also just a very important place to somebody. You know, it'd be important enough that they haven't gotten rid of it. And I don't want to say like, I don't even really feel right saying rid of it, because it kind of makes it sound like it's in the way. But more of just kind of like, what's the right word I'm thinking of here? Like, no one's gone and said, hey, maybe we should cut it off or quarantine it or something. Quarantine, see that? See, I'm not picking good words, but I'm trying to focus on what I'm building here. I imagine it's one of those like, hey, this is historical, we should keep this here. Let's not get rid of it. Anyway, but let's not like just leave it randomly out there or cut people off from seeing it. Kind of like the there's some missions actually in Monterey where I grew up, and there's some old, well, Monterey used to be a mission, I should say. Let me say that. It used to be a mission, and it had a lovely, sorry, my brain is not currently working correctly. It had a lovely, oh my goodness, it does not want to let me place this down. Oh, that's why, because it is not anywhere near height. It needs some accretion elevation. Okay, so Monterey has a old mission, because it used to be one, and it, like, it has a nice, couple of buildings that are historical, but instead of cutting people off from them, they instead choose to allow people to be around the area instead. But they just kind of, you know, again, I don't know why I want to say quarantine. I blame 2020. But instead of blocking it off from the general public, they simply just kind of, the more fragile areas and the areas they don't want to have being damaged from just humidity and stuff like that, from people breathing and being in the area, that kind of stuff, they just keep it, they keep it very exclusive, or they keep it barred off, you know, so you can't access it. That's what I'm saying. Just the regular everyday person. And pretty much really only people who work for them are ever in there, and even then they're not in there very often. You know, so you can kind of tell because they suddenly have these bars. They're buildings with like bars on them, kind of like you live in a bad apartment building. But they, what is that? I don't know what that is. A bird? That is a bird. But yeah. So you don't, a regular person can't just walk in there because they're like old historical people's offices, and you know, obviously, I'm assuming historical stuff happened there. And whatnot. But also, I'm going to bring this actually up all the way over the highway. I know I'm a madman. Truly am a madman. So yeah, they just keep you out of it. So basically, the point I was trying to make there originally was that, okay, it is a area that is for people to view, but is not for people to use. That was kind of the point I was trying to make, and my brain was not working functioning. So I'm sorry if I was disrespectful, honestly. Especially considering I named it after a real life, actual people as well. So I don't want to do that. Don't know why I keep doing that. So yeah. But anyway, it's cool. It's great. And that's kind of the vibe I'm trying to emulate here. It's sloping downwards still? Okay. And then let's curve away from this. Oh. That was a hard save moment right there. Okay, so I think it'll be easier if we start from over here. So let's pick a spot over here. This feels busy, this feels busy. I feel like right here. Right here. We're gonna go from right here. So let's start from 0. Go out, and then let's slowly figure out what is needed to clear this highway. Okay, so that one's fine. Okay, still too low. Okay, now it's just the start point. It's just too low. Okay. 52.5 feet. Oh, goodness. I feel like I had to sneeze, sorry. Okay. Let's bring this pathway from here down to there. And a unholy, the unholy arch. You know what? You know what? You know what? And at this point, it's just gonna be easier to do this. Let's just get rid of this bridge. We got this over the highway walkway. I have this idea. I just don't know how to implement it. So I'm going to figure that out real quick. So I want to cover the thing over the highway, right? As short of a span as possible. Bam. Of course, I want it to be straight. So short as it will let me go. Okay. Bam. Next, we can work on how we get up to there with this. That's not what I wanted to do. This university video is being taken over by this pedestrian pathway. That's really funny. It really is just gonna be taken over by this. Alright, boom. There you go. Cool. Now you have a way up here. Okay. Right. Then from here, we're gonna cross the river / into the ocean. Which I think this is the most unrealistic part of this whole thing that I've built. So that this would actually get reasonably built, but that's the fun part of a video game. So 180. Over to here. Drop down to here. So there. Uh-oh, what's the problem here? Distance is too short. Oh, that's because I'm still doing bridge. Okay, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Replace. Replace with pathway. Okay, that makes sense. No, that's fair. That's fine. I was wondering, I was like, what do you mean distance too short? But now I get it. No, that makes sense. There you go. Now I gave it a pretty decent amount of framing. Now, what if we were crazy, right? What if we were crazy people? What if we curved it? What if we curved it? What if we gave them a curved bridge to walk over? Think about it. Be hilarious, right? Let's just see what it looks like. How about that? Just humor me. Let me see what it looks like. And if you guys don't like it, then we won't do it. If we don't like it, we won't do it. Here. Curve it there. Honestly, actually, it's not that bad. It's really not that bad, actually. Holy hell. It's honestly not that bad. Holy heck. Alright. Oh yeah. Look at that. All that I just did, and I just fixed it. That is the power of these tools, I will say. Tools are quite powerful in this game. Like, I probably could fix this. You know what? I probably could. Let's do it. Why not? The stream has been hijacked by a pedestrian pathway. Might as well commit. So let's go. We're gonna go here. To there. So delete this, delete this, delete this, right? Right? So remember, we do need to go 52.5 meters up, or whatever the 52 mark was. Yep, 52.5. That will clear the highway. It's gonna be nice, like straight. Okay. And then let's curve down from this all the way down to 0. I will just reset the snapping so it goes down to 0 a lot easier. And let's curve this down to where we want it to go. Funny enough, the farther out we go with it, the more likely the games will let it go. So 180 here, right? And then what all do we have to get rid of to make that curve happen? Saw a lot of it go blue somewhere over here. I saw a lot of it go blue. I love the idea of my first major crazy architecture, like road architecture or whatever that I do in the city is me putting in a freaking curved it's putting in a freaking pedestrian walkway. Again here, like what is this building? What is this? In fact, let me see, what is this? It's just a business? Okay. Well, I mean, it's the price of doing business, boys. It's the price of doing business. No, I'm kidding. I'm actually kind of want to just thread it through here. Let's punch through as few buildings as we need to. Let's get it all the way back up. So 180 degrees, straight line. Of course, there you go. Oh, this is great. This is hilarious. But I'm gonna connect it in this way. I'm gonna connect it into there. That's where I'm gonna put it. I decided that's where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it right to there. It's gonna be a monument to pretentiousness. Okay. Alright. Lock in my degree. Why won't you lock in my degree? This one's straight, 180. Okay. The snapping, get rid of it. Get rid of all of it. 180. Now curve this bit. Now curve this. Curve this into the soil. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Let's go. Valid shape. Okay, I'm kidding, honestly, I really am. I'm not gonna actually bring that in. I destroyed a whole business for no reason, but still. I will figure out a way to get this back down. I'm thinking the only way is to take a segment away at a time. Yeah, that'll do it. That does just fine, just fine. I think 52 and a half, right? Oh, immediately it's just like, don't do this. Let's drop it by 2. Here. Drop it by 2. Down to here. By 2. Turn off this snapping. To there. Drop it by 2. Put it there. By 2. Bring it there. By 2. To there. Back down to 0. There you go. This is lumpy. No, it just has a little hump, but that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. That feels honestly like something they would build. We would build just to take you over here so you can get to the historical side of town. It's a historical site, you know. I'm not being crazy. I'm not being wild, you know. And then, you know, we cross this other overly necessary half of the bridge, and then we're here at the school. You can go to school. Imagine the commute. Like you live here and you go to college over here and you walk all the way over. I would just tell you, bro, just move. Just move, bro. At this point, just move. But yeah, anyway, let's continue working on the university finally. So yeah, we got some sporting stuff. We got the school, an extra wing, library. Let's do some more detailing. They want to add in a couple more shops so they can really take advantage of the location. Just think about it, game days and all that fun stuff too. That also can help take advantage of location. Really, honestly, all that was just to, you know, give myself time to let all this stuff grow in so I can see what all of it is. Okay. Almost meat. It's almost meat. Tofu, that makes sense. Don't know what that means. A chemical store? Crazy. Da-da. Nice. It doesn't look like we got a whole bunch of like gas stations or something. Sorry, buddy. That just, I don't know. It doesn't fit. Somewhere you need to park your car. Chemtrail chemicals. That's great. Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. A furniture store right next to a college with like on-campus dormitories. That makes so much sense. Because you can sell them stuff and you can have a little, like, yeah, just a little bit. We'll drive down there and deliver it for you. Sure, why not? Why is there a traffic light? Why is there traffic? Why is there a traffic light of all places there? No. No traffic lights. Flowing let the traffic flow. Okay, let's do a little land. I'm gonna do a little more landscaping of the actual landscaping kind. So I got this idea here, right? That I want to do something really painful and unnecessary, but hopefully it looks good. And that is going to plant cultivated flower bushes. And Unfortunately, yes, this will be the stream for a bit. We are going to plant bushes so that when you fly over the school, you can see the school logo. So, yes, how often are people going to fly over to school? That's not what matters. What matters is that you can see it. Oh, I really miss the line drawing tool from the first game right now. I'll tell you what. I tell you what. A little bit of mistake there. Boy, why do I do these things to myself? Oh. Also, I love the idea of getting an entire bulldozer up and ready just to take out one bush. I love, like, I get it's a universal just icon, but it's a funny idea to think about. Cut up this way to that point. No, just in case you're wondering, I do not have a pre-planned idea or design at all. This is as I go. The only thing more painful than doing this is being the guy who would have to actually plant these. Because you know they would only give one guy the job. I'm like, you don't need no one else to help you with that. You can take care of this by yourself, right, Rich? Oh, that's gonna be so crooked. Oh, that's gonna be so crooked. Okay. Funny enough, I think I'm not gonna do that. Okay, I'll admit, I'm not gonna do that right now. It is taking too much, but also mainly just the fact of it is not fun. Not entertaining to do. So for right now, we're just going to add in the bushes. Those lovely flowers. We're just going to add them in the middle. Add these in on the side with it. Some more of these along the edge. Actually, I wonder if I take you down to here, kind of force it a little bit. You can kind of force it a little bit. Kind of do what you want there. And bring the bad boy back up. Might as well bring it up to full strength now. Plant some birch trees in here. Put some of this, put some of the pine, put some spruce, just a couple. Switch over to here, add a couple chestnut trees, and some alder. I don't know if all of those went in there, I doubt it, because I don't think I see any chestnut trees, but outside of that, I actually just thought of a much easier way to do it. You can just do this with pathways. And the best part is it measures it out for me. What do you mean invalid shape? What's invalid about the shape? Let's see. That bit, that bit, that bit, that bit, this bit. There we go. LA University. Los Angeles University. And then we can just, I don't know, pathway? Maybe? Maybe? Who knows? Maybe? Probably will not work at all, but who knows? Let's just turn off everything. Yeah, no. If I was gonna do that, I probably would have just had to spell it out that way, but this will work for now. This will work for now. Big open area. You know, maybe you got a little bit of pathways. Like, what does this mean? I don't understand. Like, I got a cross over here. And it's really just the big facetious school put their LA symbol in the front, I guess. I don't know. In fact, that part kind of just bothered me a little bit, so we are just gonna flop. There we go. Boo, yeah. There we go. Then we're gonna take our road services and get rid of all of those crosswalks. Well, maybe not all of them, but the vast majority of them. Yes, that counts as the majority of them. We're gonna get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. That one. Let's add one there. Add one there. There you go. It makes sense, you know, you would walk across this way and you just cross down the middle. And like you don't gotta worry about like, oh, I can't cross this way. It's just like you could long decide before then. But anyway, I got some campus stuff going on. Let's get some more just fun little detailing with the trees and stuff. Poplar. Let's go poplar. Poplar trees. Kind of fill in these little areas right around the spots. Kind of give them a little bit of something, you know. Pop a tree there. Get some bushes going. I know, didn't I just say this wasn't going to be a stream, but it happens, it's fine. Also, I did learn that if you hold the right mouse button, or whatever your rotating button is, as you place these, it will rotate, and they all won't just be facing the same way, looking like Coincidence does. Now, they will be kind of predictably rotated, but hey, something's better than nothing. And I'm not gonna do the whole area. I kind of want to keep it like an open area, but I feel like around this like main pedestrian road stretch, maybe kind of makes sense. Kind of hoping we get some more like individual park assets too. I feel like that'd be really great, just for detailing right now in these areas. And just kind of doing this kind of stuff. Bam. There we go. Is it like perfectly placed? No. Is it a little messy? Yes, but they're bushes. Like, let's be honest. They're not going to be perfectly placed at all. Especially not at a college. Not with college kids. Being college kids. Ooh, that's another autosave there. Don't worry. Funny enough, for all the performance issues and some of the complaints, I've, funny enough, not experienced a single crash at the very least. You know, forbid. You know, all things given, not seen any crashes yet. Which is great, personally. I love that. Ooh, maybe tone down the brush stroke. Not size, but maybe tone down the strength a little bit. It's a little too numerous, I'd say. Some of that. Let's put a couple in there. Just something to give it. Hey, it's spring! It's finally not autumn in my game. I don't know why. It's been autumn for so long in my game. Or it feels like it's always autumn in my game. I don't know why. But let's see. Let's see. What do we got going on here? What's your problem? High rent. What? It's not supposed to be high. It's supposed to be cheap. That's supposed to be the whole point. Ah, my goodness. This game does not cooperate with me. I'll tell you what. It doesn't like what I'm thinking of doing. It doesn't want to cooperate with me. Get some more zoning. I love how I just spent all that time cutting down bushes. And all I'm going to do is completely destroy them. That's the kind of guy I am, I guess. Hopefully that's like a convenience store. Sneaky Ridge. Tiny Toys? You think you're sneaky right up in the name out? Alright, fine. I'll give it to you. You're clever. You are clever. Still love that. It doesn't seem to be like gas stations or whatever. And you know what? Just for giggles, let's put in just a wee little bit of row housing right there. Right along there. Booyah. Again, I like that everything's kind of like by the school. I do enjoy that. Hey, maybe it could be kind of like a thing. Large plaza, no. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. Sometimes, some people are going to have kids. It happens. Okay, it's not on purpose. Usually. But I feel like it makes sense. Put a dog park down. Make it almost like a little community kind of thing feeling. Speaking of which, might as well draw in a district. This is... Oh, I can't type. Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to put on a fun little thing that I feel like makes sense. I feel like some of the nicer schools kind of have these. What do I have now? Right there. Okay, so let's actually view. Most of that. But I feel like a lot of schools have like some form of medical clinic. On-campus clinic, I guess you could call it. I might as well put a campus PD down. Close that. Scooch over the pooch spot. Put campus PD down. I would, but I guess not. All right. It feels like that's enough space, and then like I kind of put it down. It doesn't have enough space. Okay. Now it should be enough space. Beautiful. This one. LAU. E. Oh, that's kind of weird to see just a bunch of campus PD cars rolling out. But LAU clinic. Clinic. Just this district. So these shouldn't ever need to be upgraded just because they're going to be serving very small areas of just the campus. Here with the school. Speaking of which, the school is so packed. I think it's definitely time for another elementary school. I'm thinking about size-wise, maybe putting it here, actually. Maybe I'll put it at the end of this road. Let's slammer it down in New San Lobos. And maybe kind of break up the school division. Maybe Old San Lobos, Alvarado, and Del Monte go here, and then Noche Buena, New San Lobos, and South Bank kind of go here. And then I guess down here will get its own school. But let's go over here. Might as well select here because people are going to live there. Let's be honest. It's going to be one of those goofy things where people are going to live there and then need to go to school. They're not going to be just... Fortunately, we can't force it to be just students or just like young adults are allowed to live here, but... Yeah. Honestly, kind of like it. Put a row house in here and there just to really help that fill in those little gap areas. Kind of think of it as like maybe they're the pricier housing or something. Nice. It naturally gave it 2 different size lots. I like that. Work? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I love that worked. Because then I want to pull this down. Straight through here like a back alley. Ah, oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I love when things work out so perfectly like that. Yeah. Don't you? Don't you just love when things work out so beautifully like that? I do, personally. Personally, I do. Sorry, buddy. I have to lose that. Let's see. Throw you over here for now. So I can move this one over there. That one over right next to it. They're saying, wow, you demolished a whole building, moved 2 whole tennis courts. For what? My silly little pathway. So my silly little pathway can connect. Curve it here. I kind of wish it was better at that. There's one little pet peeve I do have. A little pinching, little graphical errors, little small things, you know, nothing that's game breaking, nothing that is breaking my bank or I'm not, you know, makes me want to not play the game anymore. Sorry, I just want something different to grow in there. It's getting a little too uniform. Because, I mean, it doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind it. Does it look a little goofy having a whole campfire site right next to the university? Yeah, it kind of does. I don't want it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. I forgot it was that big. Ooh. Okay. But alright. So let's start working on non-campus areas. 2-lane roads. Here. Also, I do say I hope they do a little update with at least the street name generation. I do hope that tool gets added in where you can define where roads go, because I am so sick of seeing Umber Avenue pop up everywhere and Cozy Street and Meadow Lane. I hate it. It wants to be everywhere, and I want it to be nowhere, personally. I don't know if bothers anyone else as much as it bothers me, but I am definitely overseeing Umber Street everywhere I go. Okay. Let's kind of start painting in some more road and whatnot. Here. So smaller area, I'm gonna go with the alley streets. And I'm just gonna start connecting in. Nice straight tool. Not gonna bring it in there, but I will bring it in right there. I'll allow these to kind of start cutting on in. Scooching over some of the zoning. Not a fan of that spot. So I guess we sacrifice this just to kind of, clean up the blocks as we go. That road right down this way. Will this break the zoning or fix it? It will completely break it. That's unfortunate. Although I did hear if you do this, I did hear about this before. If I do this, then build the road. Maybe I want the snap tubes. Maybe I want to have all the snap tubes on for that one. Let's see. Let's try that. I kind of want to send it right down this middle portion. But I'm noticing that is what's causing this to shift. So what if I take it one cell over? It does shift that a little bit, but it looks like it should be okay. I'm not sure what that fixes it. Breaks it, that breaks it more. So it's kind of disjointed. Bring it all the way over here. Replace it with the alley. Maybe it's just not meant to be. It's fine. Kind of something we'll figure out. Another point. You know, everything can't be perfect. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Alright. Get a little. That's kind of what I wanted to do here. Okay. Uh-oh. 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 Alright, let's see if this will agree with me here about this. Kind of. Kind of. Honestly, most zoning does not want to. Definitely doesn't want to block out, I'll tell you that much. See, that one laid perfectly. Why does that one lay perfectly? I kind of almost feel like I should just find someone who does a little bit of a specific deeper dive into the game. See if they can't figure it out. Because like technically deleted zoning, but that kind of makes sense. Sell up. Sell down. Like it cuts off zoning, but it doesn't really add zoning. It's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm trying to place these so it gives me more zoning area instead of less. But I think it might just be my own personal lack of knowledge with these kind of things. And I'm willing to accept that as my own personal shortcoming. Here, let's go ahead and block that off. So if I do this, invalid shape, interesting. Okay. I think I'm kind of playing with it, kind of figuring it out. That completely deletes the zoning. Game's eating my pathways again. As you can see, Game's like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh my god, I'm just trying to put pathways down. Let's see if we can't clean some of that up. Nope. Kinda did it. Let's see if we can't get it all the way. Interesting, it's separated that block. I wonder why. I am currently working on trying to make the zoning make sense, either with pathways or with roads. I kind of want to just have a very simple, predictable zoning type. I'm also looking for a smaller zoning type as well, ultimately. Just because kind of aiming for this to be a smaller community. So nothing too crazy big and sprawling, but you know, something that definitely kind of naturally grew out of the college. Being there. I put this send you right in the middle. Okay, so you just cut everything out that it conflicted with. Interesting. Alright. Okay. And then let's head over to road services. Let's get rid of so many of these crosswalks. So I figure, you know what? If we already have all these pedestrian walkways, why not just get rid of a lot of these crosswalks? Just because a lot of them are kind of redundant now. Look at all the people crossing there. I'll leave that one. Just because there's a connection there. And then get rid of that one. Oh no, actually we'll keep that one. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay, back to what we're doing. Get a little ahead of ourselves. I think I'll keep that one. Get rid of those ones because there's really nothing over there yet. Like I have nothing over here yet, so I feel like I don't really need to be crossing over there. Same with that. Because by the time you're down here, so you can cross there. You can go a little bit farther down and cross the road. Clear these both don't need crosswalks. Across there and there, sure. And yeah. Alright, I'm happy with that so far. Let's get it zoned up, shall we? Unfortunately, the only demand we have for it is medium housing, so I'm going to kind of sprinkle it around. Kind of do what I was doing with at the college. But now, outside of the college, I'm going smaller, smaller for a while. Yeah, nothing too crazy big, nothing massive. Just a lot of smaller homes. Stuff close to the college first, and then kind of build out from there. I feel like makes sense. For commercial, honestly, I'm just gonna paint in. So I feel like if you're not on campus, then like more likely bigger stuff kind of probably developed out around that way. So get right around that area. Get in there. Do some row housing here and here. Switch it with those ones there and there and there. Oh wow. Oh no, it just made a single one. That's not what I want. And that's what I want. D-zone. D-zone. Yes, yes. Ah, so you started to have the idea of what I wanted. Yes, I wanted you to face this road. So I'll just paint you in myself. One. There you go. I want you to face that way. And then just to help break this up just a bit, size up a lot here for a few of these. Again, I just kind of want to have like a very specific. I want to have that like smaller town feeling than like big, just an extension of San Lobos. Weird. Why don't you want to go there? Go there. So there's nothing points to this road then. A little sad. I do wish I could get more of these side roads. Some love. Sometimes. Put down some EU. Put down some NA. Since we got higher education people who are going to be around here, put down some offices, huh? So why not? You gotta go to work somewhere. That is plummeting like a rock. As expected. The demand on that is falling out of the sky. Let's put some more commercial down along that way, because why not? Oh, did I mess up? I think I might have misclicked. I sure did. I accidentally clicked all of that to be wrong zone type. So that's my bad. My bad, guys. My bad. Sorry. Let's go back to your homes. Okay, let's just kind of let this time lapse a bit. Alright, guys, so I think that's a lot of great progress we made here today. We building up a small community outside of the university of most likely former university students here in Arbalos Island. We also, I guess I've also now named this Arbalos Island. Arbalos Island. We have our obligatory goofy pathway to spell out the school initials. And we have a university up and running, and it is currently serving 709 students. So hopefully that means we will get a lot of those high density office jobs and those highly educated jobs taken care of eventually here for the city. But yeah, I think I kind of like how it turned out. I like that I kind of had the idea of, a school with on-campus housing, dormitory kind of things, and then just a few amenities, have some shops and whatnot that would kind of come around that the school would rent out the land to allow them to sell to, and then they would also obviously make money on nights for the sporting events here on the edge of campus. And it's a nice little node. I like it. I like its little home it has here. The end of the island, right here in the water, in front of San Lobos. Again, I love the way it looks, other than this little bump. the little ramp. Little ramp we got here. We got a whole lot of people who waiting to get into this fountain. But yeah. I am happy with what we got. So this is Los Arbalos University here in San Lobos, serving the city and the local area for even higher education. And so now we are sitting beautifully here. I think upcoming episodes and streams, I think we're gonna fill out even more, kind of fill out that space, fill out this space. Build up more of Arbalos Island, and eventually kind of turn this all into a solid unit of an area. And then after that, beyond that, I do want to kind of start some smaller little cities here and there. I got 41 tiles. I have a lot of tiles, and still a lot of buildable area I've not used. So I kind of want to put a couple smaller towns off into the areas in the distance eventually with how the city's going. But as for right now, I've been Corey, also known as Never Was Cool. This has been Cities Skylines 2, and thanks for watching San Lobos. I hope you move in one day.